All right. Welcome, people. So this is MG Sports TV. Welcome again, people, to MG Sports TV. All right. So first of all, I want to say hopefully everyone is doing totally fine. I wish and hope that you all are doing fine in this weather condition. For me, little water just came under the door, maybe under the windows, but nothing that I would say me get washed out for. So hopefully everyone is doing fine. You and your families are doing well. Really want to know that. So guys, as you can see, this video is also brought to you by SAP Sports. As it's SAP Sports here, SAP Sports people, we can get the latest football and apparels and sporting apparels, not just football, but they cover a wide variety of sporting events. But definitely they narrow down on the football aspect of things. They do a lot of work with schools and big companies in Jamaica, providing sports things for them. So we are working with them. So definitely massive respect. You go check out their Instagram and definitely get in contact with them, people, and you will get your, let me tell you, even if you think you're not having money, they have something for you. If you think you're broke, they have something for you. Big up SAP Sports. All right, so people, guys, we had a target which was 17,000 by Tuesday, which is tomorrow. We're not gonna reach it. We're not gonna reach it, people. We're not gonna reach it 17,000. But guess what? We're closer. We started off 16,000. We are actually, you can say with 16,000, we're 500 subscribers closer. And as I said, you aim for the moon, and sometimes you fall short, you fall on the stars. So guess what? We are closer, we are still close, and I really appreciate you guys tuning in. All right, so we have some big games coming up tomorrow. Let me say this first. These games have a lot to do with the progression of the weather conditions. Now, I'm still doing the preview. Just in case that the games would have gone ahead. And I know now that there's a lot of school out, so I can do the preview in broad daylight. Don't have to wait till night when I know that most of the players are whoever's back. I can do it now. And there's rain falling, so people, you can get your coffee or your little drink, and you can just relax and enjoy the show. Because I know most of you guys will be coming to enjoy the show, people. All right, so I'm bringing up the comments now because I can't see the comments. We know quite a few of you guys are already in the comment section, so I'm bringing it up right now. Let me see how much persons. Oh, we have 50 persons already. Big up. That's a lot of people that would just start the show. Big up. So let me run through the comments first. Akeem Buchanan said, True Blue, Edwin with the victory. Everybody. Big up. KDA Tyree said, ready up. Big up. Nobody phone. And name a Toffee. Nobody phone. Like one time watch Game of Thrones, and the female, the little girl again, a girl has no name. And one time they call me Wi-Fi, a Wi-Fi has no name. That's what they call it one time. A Wi-Fi has no password. I think that they call me Wi-Fi one time. Very unique. Said tough match. Cece have an upper hand, but would want Edwin to put a show on. Why do you think Cece have an upper hand? Why do you think that? You're lucky said one done. Fresh God said one college. Big up Fresh God. People, if you're watching the stream and haven't liked up the stream, please stop for a small second and do so, please and thanks. Hit the like button if you love the content. People, please. With you guys smashing the like button, I tell you, the truth is, people, it really helps the channel. It does. Mark's Catering Company. Long time I don't see. Hopefully you're doing good. There's only one done, and that's Clarendon. Yeah. Yellow said, Wolmers versus Mona, and Cece versus Edwin. There are other big games, people. There are other big games. I'm definitely going to touch on that. Touch on some of those games. Just look up, people. There are some tough games. As I said, it has to do with the weather conditions. If the weather gets better tomorrow, we have some crackers. We have some big matchup for tomorrow's game. Yellow said, Woolman, I just read that. Fresh God said, up MG, big up Fresh God. Rev Tyrone McCain said, blessing boss, big up Mr. McCain. Number one guy, when you realize you don't see sunlight from Saturday. Hold on there. Jano. You know what, true? You know, I mean, you know. So we have someone smashing the subscribe button. Let's see who that is joining the party. Let's see. We have Mega Maurice. Big up Mega Maurice. Thank you very much for coming in. True, we don't see sunlight from Saturday. I think from Saturday, about Saturday 6 o'clock, I see the sunlight from. Very, very interesting. Royal Family 6 said 1. Edwin B. Douglas, big up. Rajic Sharp said, Fresh God, what you know about Chapelton? Hey, Rajic, the first time I meet Fresh God, I don't Clarendon. And I want to hear that. Clarendon, you know, so obviously this is where Clarendon Fresh God come from. Christopher Anna said, it's on TVJ tomorrow. Alright. So, still not sure which one of the games that I will be going. For sure, I won't be going to any one of the games that will be covered via Sports Max. I'll be going to the games that will not be covered, as you guys know. You're supposed to know that already. Maestro said 1, Edwin. You're lucky said Cece 4, Edwin. People we never reach predictions yet. We never reach predictions yet. Russian Lamar said, big up yourself, like the show. Big up Russian, big up. Tony said, Mona win too easy. Alright, so let's get to the show, people. Let's get to the show. I've been here chatting all along. Long time I chat, people. I'm just looking in the comment section. King Devran, big up King Devran at Fitness. King Devran at Fitness, big up. Thanks for joining. Really, really appreciate you guys hitting that subscribe button and joining. So maybe by the end of the show, might reach 16,500. Maybe. Let's see. Let's see, people. Let's see. Just a maybe. Alright, so let me bring up. I think I'm going to start off with. The Manning Cup. Some interesting game in the Manning Cup. No, I'm going to start off with the Dakasa Cup, since I'm already on the Dakasa Cup fixtures. So let me bring up the next. Let's close this. Let me close that as well. Let me close that. Let me bring up the group. So I'm going to bring. So I have one for the group and one for the games. So one for the group, one for the game. So let's start off with the Dakasa Cup. First round. A lot of games being played, people. Fixtures. Let's go over to the fixtures. So as you guys know, there's a few games that were affected today by the weather conditions. We're going to see them quite now. I think we're going to see them now. I think so. I think there's a few games that were affected by the weather condition. Dakasa Cup games. No. A Manning Cup game. Jeez. That's so much game? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. January. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Jeez! Che! Jano? My word, people. Enough game that, you know. I went this a show you got done. People, enough game that now when this a show you got done. Top 10 said 1 Edwin my side come and beat 1 Edwin no side come and beat my side for my field. Really interesting. You lucky said top 10 you are going to see. Archangel, Radam, big up Archangel. Mark Caton said only one Dan can stop their own self from winning all cups this year. Alright, so interesting. Now you guys already know my thoughts on Clarendon and Cece team. You guys already know my thoughts. Karoom said just take your time. Big up Coach Karoom. Massive respect. So I'm going to take my time. I'm going to slowly go through because we do have time. Everybody there home right now, so we do have time on our hand. We have time on our hands, people. So everybody there home. Ryan G said Herbert and Cedric Tyson Smash shouldn't play. Feel the alone water. Maybe they can move it to a neutral ground. B. Douglas said just check the weather. There won't be any games tomorrow. It's going to be rain all week. Not looking good. Some games can play, for example, tomorrow. Say Stadium East, like the games will be here on TV for tomorrow. Stadium East, maybe. Just say maybe. So we're only doing this show in the event that the games are going to be played. In the event. Now, if no games played throughout the entire week, that's going to push the Dakasa Cup and Manning Cup at least 2 weeks to 3 weeks back into the December. And maybe that's something that they didn't even want to do. But quite interesting. Quite interesting. Let's see it. But let's go, people. Let's run through it just in case we see the sun come out this evening. We don't know. I will still have to run through it. So let's have a look at the games, people. That's coming up. First game we have here in front of us is that Sadmante. I think that's Sadman T? Oh, Sadmento. Oh, big up Sadmento. Thanks for joining. Thank you very much for hitting the subscribe button. All right, so let's go, people. Lincoln said one who upel. Remember 14 and under 14. Under 14. When under 14 I start. When under 14 and under 16 I start. I don't remember when. Yoloki said, honestly, I feel like a lot of the games won't play tomorrow for real. Hopefully we get even a few games, because I do think that they will try to get some of the games out. Some of the games that they know can play wherever there's no heavy weather condition. Where there's no heavy weather condition. Next month under 14, okay. So maybe that's where they might work out things. So rain is going to fall. Rain don't really stop football. Heavy rain and thunderstorms stop football. So you have to remember that. So once there's no heavy rain, where the field is going to be waterlogged and the game just can't play. Also, there's no thunderstorm, so that's a big key point, where there's no thunderstorm. So these are aspects that we have to consider. These are definitely aspects that we have to consider. Yoloki said them better use next week Sunday and play out some of the games in backlog. Maybe we might likely to see that, because remember, they would want to cover or cut the games as fast as possible. I think it's important that they do that, because they don't want to backlog. I remember that Sportsmax will be doing work with the Premier League coming up. So I don't know how they're going to maneuver with the schoolboy football and the Premier League if they can barely cover a game per week of the schoolboy football, plus schoolboy football going in the quarterfinal stages, then the Premier League starting. That's big up not boss. Me there. You don't miss nothing. We're gonna start it, man. Alright, so let's start off with the first game, people. We're gonna start off with the first game. First game we have on here is Edwin versus Cornwall College. Edwin versus Cornwall College. So automatically everyone is gonna say, hey, that's his Cornwall College game to win. But let's have a look. Let's have a look at what is happening in the group. Let's have a look. Because automatically, your first sense is going to be, hey, Cornwall is going to win that game. That is the first thing that comes to mind. But let's have a look at the group. Let's say both teams play 3 games. Edwin win all 3. Cornwall win 2. Now let's have a look. Cornwall face their demise against Green Pond. That's where Cornwall face their demise against Green Pond. A really, really good game, I would say. 2-1 defeat to Green Pond. Edwin defeated Green Pond 2-0. Now, factors, there's a lot of different factors in that. But let's look at this now. Cornwall conceded 2 goals, whilst Edwin is yet to concede a goal. So, the natural instinct of anyone who knows about schoolboy football or a big fan of schoolboy football will say, hey, Cornwall easy. Done this, Cornwall already. Before the game kick off, a Cornwall. But, based on what we're seeing here, don't you think that Cornwall, Edwin has a big chance in getting one over Cornwall? To really tighten up the group, let the group look a lot more competitive, because initially we had Cornwall as the dominant team coming out of this group, roaring like a lion. But when you look at this now, this is giving us a different perspective, people. It's giving us a different perspective. What we're seeing right now in a schoolboy football now is that even the teams that no one is expecting to turn up are turning up. MDH said Cornwall experience will prevail over Edwin. You want to know, people, this is what I want you guys to do. Drop your predictions in the comment section. Drop your predictions, people, in the comment section. Rasheen Larman said Cornwall 3-2. MDH said Cornwall 3-2 as well. Yoloki said Edwin 2, Cornwall 1. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. MDA said Carnal experience will prevail over Irwin. But what do we know about the Irwin team actually for us to even say that? What is it that we know about the Irwin team? Because from what I'm seeing here now, look at the results that Irwin have garnered so far. They are unbeaten in the group. If you look at what's happening right now, you say that Irwin should be going to this game as favorites rather than having, because Carnival is a predominantly big team. King Devon said Irwin 2 Carnival 1. Booger Reaper said Irwin 2 Carnival 2. Russian, I just read that a while ago. I mean, look, he said all I know is that Irwin has been improving a lot over the years. True. Royal Family 6 said 2-2. So that's more than enough predictions for me. I'm gonna say people, Irwin 2, Carnival 2. I definitely feel that this Irwin team is not a pushover team. I get that gut feeling that this Irwin team is not a pushover team. That is the gut feeling that I have about this Irwin team, people. They are not a pushover team. Let me do something, people. Give me a sec. I strongly believe so. Booger Ripper said this year Irwin is improving. Mark Sketching Crump said Irwin 3, Cornell 1. Wow, that's a big score line. That's a big. MDA said Irwin got lucky in the Green Pan game. The amount of time Green Pan rattled the bar. It would be a good game, but Cornell with the edge. Yeah, in the same sense, the game ended 2-0, which means that Irwin would have done something right. Irwin must have done something right to win that game 2-0. Must. That's the only way I can really look at that game. That Irwin must have done something right. I'm setting up some stuff, people, because I didn't really share the video, so I'm sharing it now. So I'm actually hoping that really hoping that these games go ahead, because I really don't want the backlog. For sure, I can't afford the backlog. I can't afford to show the backlog. Okay, just got some news confirmed. MDA said Irwin got lucky. I just read that a while ago. So I'm saying Cornell 2, Irwin 2. Let's move to the next game. Green Pan versus St. James. I'm going for Green Pan on this one. 3-1. Not impressed with St. James so far. They're not really picking up the points as though they should have been. But I'm going with Green Pan because of how Green Pan has looked really good so far. So I'm going with Green Pan 3-1. What are your takes on that one, people? So let's see what are the predictions in the comment section. You're looking at St. James 2, Green Pan 0. Wow. After Green Pan are going so good. Bugger Reaper said Green Pan 3, St. James 1. King Devon said Green Pan 1, St. James 1. Interesting. And they said poor defending on the point of Cornwall where those two goals are concerned. But yes, Edwin is way more improved this year. That team has been coming through the rotations together from under 14, I believe. That is a proper developmental program. Greenpound 1, St. James 0. St. James is no pushover though. I agree. I agree. Definitely so. Definitely so, people. I 100% agree with that one. Alright, so next game we have, people, is Malden versus Anchovy. So this is actually the bottom of the table clash. I'm gonna say 1-1. I'm saying 1-1. I don't think you'll get much from this game. Malden versus Greenpound. I don't think you get much from Anchovy. Malden versus Anchovy. I don't think you get much from that game. If we all should be honest in how that one set up. Then we move on to Zone B. The games for Zone B are first game Merlin Atty versus Green Island. Green Island only win one game so far out of two. Merlin Atty played 2, lost 2. I'm gonna say Green Island 1-0. Might be a close game, but not highly competitive. A close game, but not highly competitive. So I'm sticking to that one. Purge Fire said St. James 1-0. You're looking at Anchovy 2, Malden 0. MDA said Malden 7, Anchovy 2. See there? It's conflicting. Very, very conflicting with the score lines. The score lines are very, very conflicting. Green Island 4, Merlin at 0. Rochelle Lamar said Greenpound 1-0. Malden has a fairly decent squad. They are not getting the results. That's not good. That's not looking good for them. MDA said Green Island 5 at 0. Mars Catering comes said Edwin I got turn Cornwall Parish. Ah boy. I don't know easy no. No easy at all. So next game we have is Racines versus Frome. Racines versus Frome, people. Let's move over now. Another interesting setup. I think both teams, Racines scored 16 goals, conceded 0. Frome played one less game, scored the same 16 goals, conceding 0. Not bad from Frome. Really, really good from Frome. Very, very impressive from Frome. But you all know Racines has been impressive. So this might be one of those close draw. This might be one of those close game again. Frome versus Racines, people. King Devon said Racines 3 from 3. Interesting. That's a lot of goal. That's quite a number of goal, you know. Very, very interesting. That is quite a lot of goals. Yellow Gate said Rossi is 2 from 1. Big game. This is a big game. This is a big game. J-Nice, big up. People joining. Please like up the stream, guys. Like up the stream. Purge Fire said from 3. Rossi's 1. Jeez. Not bad, Selena. Not bad. Not gonna bash anyone for their scoreline. Not gonna bash anyone. I'm gonna say Rossi's 2. No, Rossi's 1 from 0. A gritty 1-0. I'm saying a gritty 1-0. As I'm saying, people, I hope that the games proceed for tomorrow. This is solely on the basis that these games proceed tomorrow. Or even in the event, some of these games would have gone ahead and played. Because right now, let me see. Let me see, people. Let me look out that door. I am seeing dark clouds. But no rain. So we might get the rain, but we might not get that heavy portion of rain. So I'm saying Rossi's 1-0. I think that's a fair scoreline based off how both teams are doing well so far. Yellow said Rossi is 2 from 1 big game. Purge said Rossi from 3-1. Yeah. Bugger Reaper said Rossi is 4 from 4 or Rossi is 0 from 0. Jedi said still not get notified, but oh well, YouTube. Yeah, I'm gonna tell us how YouTube behave. Jedi, so YouTube behave. Swave Done official said Green Island 13, Merlin at 1. Jeez. Jedi said Nibb going good. Yeah man. Expected to come out of their zone as well. B Douglas said the Russians 2-1. Yeah, I think that's a fair. I think that is fair. Next game we have Spot Valley versus Cedric Titus. Spot Valley versus Cedric Titus. Let's see what that group is. Next group, Spot Valley 4th, only no wins so far. Cedric Titus 2 wins, 2 games played. I'm gonna say Cedric Titus 3-0. Cedric Titus 3-0 people. Cedric Titus 3-0 for that one. Even though Spot Valley the game I play. Cedric Titus 3-0. Next game we have is Herbert Morrison versus William Nibb. That's also a William Nibb game, 3-0. So both games in this zone, I'm calling 3-0. 3-0 both games, people. I'm calling it 3-0 for both games. See in the comments. Russian Larman said Rossi is 2-1 from. B Douglas said Russians 2-1. Spot Valley now win. MDA said Malden only lost against Cornwall 2-0. I think they only played 2 games so far compared to the rest of the teams in the group. Sure. Jedi said William Nibb game that. MDA said Rossi is 3 from 2. So I'm still stuck on that. Or my streamer move slow. Let's see if my streamer move slow. I have to check, you know. No, it's not. I'm moving normal. So that game is for William Nibb. 3-3. Now next game we have Alston versus Mile Gully. So that's in zone D. I assume that's go zone D. No. Alston, Mile Gully. Oh, that's zone G. Bottom of the table clash. Saying Alston 2-1. Alston 2-1 is a fair result for that one. Only because of how the group set up so far. Then we'll have Homewood versus Christiana. This is also an interesting game. I think it's an interesting game. Christiana drew with Alston. And Homewood drew with Alphonsus Davis. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Homewood 2, Christiana 1. Another close encounter, I believe. Another close encounter. Jedi said the stream running smoothly. FDA said Mile Gully 2, Alston 1. Jedi said Stets on a piece of farm. King Devron said at Fitness said Alston 2, Mile Gully 0. I think so. I think it's going to be an Alston win. Christopher Dunkley said Edwin Allen versus Cece. Edwin 2, Cece 1. Little J official said Christiana 2, Homewood 1. Jano? MDA said Christiana 2, Homewood 1. Rashian Larman said a goalless draw. Interesting. Interesting as well. Very, very interesting. I'm saying Homewood 1-0. Then we have Kellis versus Thompson Town. Kellis versus Thompson Town. Which group is that? That's in zone H. Kellis versus Thompson Town. I'm going to say goalless draw this as well. I'm going to goalless draw, people. Kellis versus Thompson Town as a goalless draw. Then now we move to Edwin Allen versus Cece. 2 games for Cece, 10 goals scored, no goal conceded. Edwin Allen 3 games. They win 1 and draw 1. Let's see who they draw against. Thompson Town. Cece smash both Lennon and I think it's Kellits. See, Edwin Allen wins them. Edwin Allen gave Kellits 4. Interesting. And Edwin Allen also gave Lennon 4. But they drew with Thompson Town. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. It's going to be an interesting one. Christiana 2 with 1. Royal Family 6 said Edwin 3. Cece 2. Top 10 said Thompson Town 3. Kelly's 1. Devron Fitness said Thompson Town 2. Kelly's 0. MDH said Kelly's 1. Thompson Town 1. Top 10 said Edwin 3. Cece 1. Josh Paul said Cece 2-1. Rasheen Larman said Alston 1-0. Janoy Freighter said Edwin 2-1. Nice. Whoa, a lot of people have got Edwin, you know. Purge Fire said 1 college same with treatment like Lennon and the rest. MDH said Edwin 2, Cece 2. You're lucky said Kelly's 5, Thompson Town 0. King Devron said Edwin Allen 2, Cece 1. RR said Edwin Allen just got $1 million from Old Boys, so that should be a boost. Well, is that a boost on the pitch? It can be a boost in moral. That's true. Bugger Reaper said Edwin 2, Cece 2. Defenders Forever said Cece 5, Edwin 0. Jeez! You're lucky said Cece 4, Edwin 0. I'm going to say Cece 2, Edwin 1. I'm going to say Edwin Cece 2-1. Let's see how this one goes, people. That's going to be a very entertaining game. Hopefully, let me see how tomorrow goes. If the game I play tomorrow, this is the game that I'm very much interested in. Edwin Allen versus Cece. That is the game that I'm very, very interested in. York Castle versus Marcus Garvey. Let's see the group. Let's go down to that group. York Castle at the top of the table versus Marcus Garvey, who is struggling people. So I'm going to say York Castle 4, Marcus Garvey 0. That's one not really hard. B. Douglas said it's hard to beat Edwin Allen in the mud bowl, but CC 3, Edwin Allen 1. Mark Catering comes said funeral service for Edwin Allen will be held tomorrow at Edwin Allen Field. Cremation done by Clarendon College. Defender Forever said Edwin feel no good, but CC have a lot of prem players. You're lucky said York Castle 3, Marcus Garvey 4, Marcus Garvey 0. Nobody phone said a match got tight. True. Rasheen Lamont said Thompson Town 6-0. York Castle 5, Marcus Garvey, MG 0. Alright, so next game we have is Ocherios versus Boyson. I'm going to say York Castle. I did say York Castle 4-0. I said 4-0. Ocherios versus Brownstown. Nana smashing as well, I think. Ocherios 3, Brownstown 1. Ocherios 3, Brownstown 1. Let's move to the next group. Let's see. Zone M. Move to Zone M where we have Central and Glenmuir going up against each other. Glenmuir playing 2 games on the top of the table while Central plays 3. They have lost 1 and they have won 2. Let's see who they lost to. They lost to Denby while Glenmuir smashed Denby and also smashed Tasius Golin. Ooh. Looking good for Glenmuir. I'm going to have to go with Glenmuir for this one. I'm saying Glenmuir 2-0. Saying Glenmuir 2-0. Ochi 2-0. That's from MDH. Ahar said Clash of the Hills. King Devron said York Castle 2. Marcus Garvey 0. Ahar said Football School versus Track Star School. Marcus Garvey, York Castle 8. Garvey 0. From Bugger Reaper. MDH said, oh, just read that one a while ago. Rasheen said that era may come from Clarendon. Okay. Ochi 4, Brownstown 2. Glenmuir 3, Central 1. You look, he said Glenmuir 3, Central 1 as well. King Devron said Glenmuir 3, Central 1. You look, said nobody not talking about Glenmuir, you know. They have a really strong side. I haven't seen them though. I haven't seen them. I'm interested in seeing them, but I haven't seen them. Definitely haven't seen them, but I'm hoping to see what they have to bring to the table. Next game, I'm saying Glenmuir 2-1 over Central. Kemps Hill versus Foga Road. Kempsey versus Fogar Road. Kempsey start off good. I'm not sure what happened. And kind of dim way. And I saw Fogar Road versus Veer. And it was a close encounter. It was a really close encounter. I'm going to say Fogar 2-1. I'm saying Fogar 2-1. This group is one of the close grouping of people. Really, really close. If you look at the score lines and the margins are really, really close. I just veer alone, they kind of do something outrageous with Winston Jones. I just veer alone. And from, Garvey Massey as well, the 10-0. But this group is quite close. I'm saying Fogar Road 2-1. I'm going Fogar Road. Kempsey 1. Yolucky said Kempsey 1, Fogar 1. King Davran said Kempsey 1, Fogar 2. MDH said Fogar 2, Kempsey 1. Physics said, you guys going to monitor the Pepsi matches next season. I will see what I can do. It's not 100% confirmed that I will keep up to date, but I will definitely see what I can do. I will try my best. It's a lot of work because I have the schoolboy football, the Man Cup and the Dakasa Cup, and Premier League is starting. Premier League is starting, people. So it's a lot of work. It's a lot, people. So I will try my best. I will definitely try my best. So I will see what I can do. I'll definitely see. So let me continue, people. B Douglas said Central gonna give them a shocker. Winston Jones, Yolucky said Winston Jones, everybody being sick. Physics said see the young as them play. Yeah, I will see. I will try. Purge Fire said Glenmure playing really good. Central gonna put up a fight as well. Physics said Glenmure. Not really sure that. Check Waterford High School, please. We don't reach the Manning Cup yet. Purge said Kempsey 1, Fogar 0. So let's go now to the last game, people. Oh no, we have Veer versus Garvey Massey. Jeez, another big hitter. We have someone hitting the subscribe button. Let's see if I can catch that person. Let's see if I can catch it. Someone just joined the military battalion. Let's see who that is. Big Crook Gaming. So people, we have the next one. Veer versus Garvey Massey, people. What are your thoughts on that one? Josh Paul said 1, Chester. Russian said Fogar Road 3, Kempsey 2. MDA said Cuban 3, Veer 2. Yolucky said, to be fair, or to be honest, if I was to choose 8 sides to represent the Casa Cup in Champions Cup, at least 4 of them would be from Clarendon without bias. Josh Paul said Garvey Massey 2-1. I'm going Garvey Massey 1-0. I'm saying Garvey Massey 1-0. It's going to be a close encounter. So I'm going 1-0. What do you think? Bad for real said, you can see which place Waterford High there. Please, soon reach a bad for real. Definitely. We're going to go to the Manning Cup now. Going to the Manning Cup now. We're just covering these last 2 games. And then we'll move to the Manning Cup. Cubans 3, Veer 2. So let's move to the next game. We got more than enough. We have Godfrey Stewart versus Black River. Let's go to the group. So why do you put that down there? Godfrey Stewart versus Black River. So that's a Godfrey Stewart win 2-0. So I'm saying Godfrey Stewart 2-0. Godfrey Stewart, people, 2-0. I'm getting some rains now. Yeah. Can hear the rain behaving a particular way. Alright, so we're now moving to the Manning Cup, people. We're moving over to the Manning Cup. Let me see. rain. Yeah, we're getting some rain, people. I'm moving over to the Morning Cup now, people. Let's get our stuff going. Let's have a look at the fixtures. Let's see how many games they have planned. As I stated, people. So these are the games that were planned for today. St. Mary's College versus Cedar Grove, Spanish Town versus Jonathan Grant. Didn't that game play already? Could have sworn Spanish Town played against Jonathan Grant. But anyways, let us continue. As though the rain is being, we're still not sure if we will see any football playing. We're still not sure. Unconfirmed, people. Very much so. Unconfirmed. BB Crook, Big Crook Gaming said 1 Waterford, big up. Clash of the Plains. Person Garbman said 4 Veer 2. Kingdom said Cubans 3 Veer 2. Physics said me did a hope to see Cece versus Georges last Saturday, but the rain mashed up the thing. Yeah, I say I got still, you know. Rasheen Lamont said Cubans 3-0. So the games are postponed for tomorrow. Let me know, people. Let me see if Issa make anything public. Let's see. Let me check. Guys, I knew. Okay. I knew Issa that I made a press release on these games. So they say they're monitoring the game. They're monitoring the weather condition. But the reason I'm doing this because we might not have a heavy rains in certain places. We might not have heavy raining condition in certain places. Let me see. Okay, so today we will get the full update. Today we'll get the full update, people. Waterford win 3-2 to Georges. That was a big win. A big win, people. Alright, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna leave the rest. So what we might do we're gonna do an extra later. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave it here. And I'm going to do the Morning Cup later if there's no press release come out from Issa. So we're going to cut the show in half, people. I'm doing it I'm going to cut the show in half. I'm going to cut the show in half, people. So I'm going to leave the next game until later to see if there's an update by about 7 p.m. So look out for the next show on 7 p.m. tonight, people. Look out for that show, 7 p.m. tonight. So I want you guys to look out for that one. Look out for that one, people. 7 p.m. tonight, people. So I'm going to close off now. I won't go any further until I get confirmation. So I won't go any further. So look out for the rest of the show, people. So that will be the Morning Cup preview show because we have already covered the Dakasa Cup. So look out for the updates later. So guys, everyone who tuned in, really appreciate the time you guys spent. Look out for the next show later. We are past the 16,500 mark. Thank you guys for all who subscribe. Really appreciate it, guys. Really appreciate it. So we're going to see what we can do for later. We're going to look at that. We're going to have a conversation later, so people. So everyone who tuned in, massive respect, people. Guys, please do smash the like button before you go. We are 14 likes away from hitting 100. So please do smash the like button before you go, people. So we're going to see how this one goes, people. So meet us up later again about 7 p.m. people, and we'll continue the discussion on this game. Massive respect, people. Big up MG Sports TV, people. Like, share, and subscribe. And look out for me at the games, people. Look out for me at the games. I will see you guys again later. Big up. We're out. Boom.